Y'all have fun today?
Yes. Yes.
What was your favorite part about what you did today?
Building this. Yeah. Writing this. Yeah. Planting this one.
Building and writing.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Writing goes
well, I want to tell y'all a little bit. Y'all know a little bit about what we do. But I wanted to go through a little bit more about what our organization is and a little bit of the history. The organization got started in 1994. A missionary came back after a civil war in Africa, and he was talking to a minister in Columbia, Missouri about the need for a really heavy-duty wheelchair, a three-wheel device that could carry something, because they had so many people that had lost their legs and their ability to walk during the war. And so it turns out that that minister had a retired aircraft engineer in his congregation, and they got together and they designed the first PETs, and it was built in 1994. So we've been building these things now for almost 25 years. And now today, instead of that one shop in Missouri, there are 23 shops around the United States. And we all build them exactly the same. We meet once a year, and so everything, we've got a standards committee, and so we do everything exactly the same. And our ministry is, we send these things to the parts of the world that are remote areas. They don't have roads, they don't have paved roads, they don't have sidewalks, so a regular wheelchair doesn't work. That's why we build these carts. They're so heavy, they're made out of real rugged material, they have solid tires, and they're wide tires so they can go through mud, over rocks, and things like that. So we really are trying to address a part of the population that can't get any other help because regular wheelchairs don't work. And so we build these, and all total since 1994, all of the shops together, we have built over 70,000 PETs and shipped them to over 100 countries around the world. And in addition to that, like I said, we have 23 shops. We have 4 more shops that are coming online this year. One in Alabama, there's a couple up in the Midwest. So this ministry is growing, but it really needs to grow because we've built 70,000, but the World Health Organization tells us there's 70 million people in the world that are leg handicapped and do not have full access of their legs. So one of the most amazing things about when we do a distribution, for example, we've got 30-something PETs here that this week, your group has packed up, built, and those will all go together with carts that we get from other shops, and we'll fill a container with 165 of these carts, and we will ship them overseas to a country, and a partner of ours over there will put them back, to take them out of the boxes, put them back together, and then they will have what they call a distribution day. And the thing that is amazing that we find out is people will come from a long way crawling in the dirt 2 and 3 days. This particular gentleman here is in Sierra Leone. Last fall, we shipped a container to Sierra Leone. And I happen to know this gentleman's story because one of the distribution partners sent it back to me. It took him 2 days crawling to get to that distribution point to get his PET. That is the life that they live. And unfortunately, for a lot of these people in the parts of the world where we send them, if you lose the use of your legs, you're considered to be a burden on society. People, they come out of their homes, they come out in the streets, they get kicked, they get spit on, they're despised. And what these carts do for them is it gets them up out of the dirt. It gets them up at a level where they're looking at people face to face. Just like I'm looking at you guys that are sitting on the PETs, I'm looking at you face to face. You have your dignity. If you had lost the use of your legs, you now have your dignity back. You have a way to get around. The other thing that is very unique that we see in every one of these pictures that come back, you notice the smile on his face? they are so happy because they get their life back. They get their dignity. They can use these carts to make a living. We've seen pictures where they've mounted racks on them and they ride around and they sell potato chips and they put coolers in the back of them and they sell Cokes. They make a living. They provide for their families using their carts, and that's something they couldn't do before. So that is what this ministry is all about, and we really appreciate y'all taking part in it. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
How many different countries have you been to?
We have shipped to 102 different countries around the world, all over South America, Africa, Asia. So it's 102 different distribution points. Yeah.
Is there like an application process to get these, or is it just?
Yeah. You know, I mentioned that we ship them to a distribution partner. What we do is we identify a distribution partner in the country, and they're the ones that actually receive the pets, put them back together, and they set up the distribution day. And they are the ones that are responsible in going out into the community around that area and identifying the people that are going to receive the pets. So great question. And one of the things when we qualify one of our distribution partners, they have to understand and agree to that they do not sell these. These are given away. There's no cost to the recipients that receive them.
How do you decide where to send them?
It's just a matter of the different distribution partners. They will identify the numbers that need. For example, in Sierra Leone, where this shipment went, the partners have done a survey there and have identified 8,000. There are 8,000 people that need to need a pet or a cart. Yeah.
Because you're not selling them, how do you get money to fund for this?
We get donations. For example, your church, your church has given us a check to build 10. They gave us a check. The pets cost $300 each. So we go out and we talk to churches, we talk to civic organizations, individuals. They make donations to us. So it costs $300. Every one of these, it costs us $300 to get the materials to build one. And so it's all from donations. Yeah. Here in our shop, we can build about between 120 and 150 a year is what we've been doing. Some of the larger shops will build. We have one shop that builds over 1,500 in a year. But all 23 shops together, last year we built just over 8,000 in a year. Yes. What you've seen is, it took y'all maybe 45 minutes or an hour to put it together. Well, we're going to have 25 hours in building the parts so the raw materials come in. Our steel comes in 20-foot lengths. The woods are regular 12-foot pieces of 1x6. And so we have other shops where we do the parts manufacturing. And so we make all of the parts, except obviously we don't make tires and we don't make chain, but all of the other parts, we manufacture all the parts. So it takes roughly, our shop has been here for 9 years and we keep up with volunteer hours. And so I know that it takes on average between 25 and 30 volunteer hours to build each one of the pets that we ship. All right. Well, guys, we appreciate y'all coming. Thank you very much. And now we're going to take some more pictures with y'all as a group, some still pictures, and then y'all can write them a little bit more.